You are a vessel for God's use by Bishop Emmanuel and Reverend Cindy Esezobor. God uses despised people to do powerful things in His kingdom. God's principles are He uses those who are willing. Our willingness gives Him access. He will pass over the best and the brightest for the available and obedient. God works in our weakness. We don't like feeling helpless and inadequate, but at such times, we surely will depend on God rather than on ourselves. He said to Paul, "For my strength is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9. This is an encouragement to some of us who feel unqualified by societal standards. It is never too late to discover your purpose. Moses was 80 when he liberated the Israelites from bondage. Noah was 500 when he started building the ark. The results of their actions show that God's timing is perfect. Age is not an impediment to being used of God. We all have something God can use. Moses had a staff. David had a slingshot. A boy had a simple lunch pack that fed 5,000 men. The question is not whether what we have is good enough for God. Rather, it is whether we are willing to offer what we have for His service. God has called each of us to participate in His kingdom mission. No credentials required. Surely, we will face a Goliath or an obstacle like the Red Sea, or sometimes we will feel unequal to the task, like Jeremiah, who said he was but a child, too small to do God's assignments. Jeremiah chapter 1, 6-7. But the good news is, God's plan doesn't rely on our greatness, but rather on His. He has placed us in the world for such a time as this. Esther 4 verse 14. And in discovering our purpose, we become the person God created us to be. Declare to yourself, I am the chosen vessel. God bless you. Meditate on 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 27.